What's good, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Nihanika, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys some back to school hairstyles. Your girl is officially post-grad, so technically I won't be going back to school, but I thought I'd still film this video for those of you who are. At night, I have been stretching my hair before bed, so I've been putting it in these 6 braids. And so the first hairstyle is just going to be a classic braid out. Honestly, I highly recommend getting in the habit of putting your hair in braids before bed. It just opens up the possibility for so much more styling because your hair is stretched. And honestly, a braid out is a super simple way to style your hair, especially if you're someone that doesn't have a lot of time in the morning. It literally took me 5 minutes to take down these braids. For the second hairstyle, we're going to start off by sectioning off 2 sections in the front. I tend to use my physical features in order to part my hair just because it's going to be the easiest way to get the most symmetry. So I'm just doing a diagonal triangle part on both sides of my head. Then I went back to clean it up just to make sure they were as even as possible. Now I'm going down and just braiding this front section. As you can see, I have pushed the braid to the front of my head. Then I go ahead and I pin the braids to the back of my head, leaving hair underneath. This is going to be a crowns type style. A lot of these hairstyles I really like for my hair to be pinned back, especially for back to school. You're going to be doing a lot throughout the day. You don't really want any hair in your face, so it's really easy to just go for a style that really pins your hair back. Obviously, a fun fro is nice, but I would assume that throughout the day that would probably get a little bit tiring to have to deal with. Next, we are going to keep these braids in, and then we are going to section off more of the hair. So I am parting from right in front of my ear and kind of doing a half up, half down style. I go ahead and I collect all of the hair along with the 2 braids in the front, and I'm going to put it into a ponytail. Then I'm going to section this ponytail into 3 pieces and just do these big chunky braids over here. I'm not even really braiding down all the way to the end, and I kind of prefer it that way just so that I can have more texture to deal with and kind of have a bigger bun. You guys are going to see how I arrange these pieces into a bun. Then I just go ahead and I arrange the braids into a bun, and I honestly think that this hairstyle came out so cute. For this last hairstyle, I'm also sectioning off a piece of hair, but I'm going to be going more than halfway. So I'm not sectioning off the full back half of my hair, but probably, let's say, about 3/4 of the back I'm leaving out. And then I'm going to split the front section off into 3 parts and braid down. Doing these parts is a little bit trickier just because you want to make sure that you are really following the shape of your head and curving the parts all the way down properly. Also, like I said, I tend to use my facial features to part just so I can have as much symmetry as possible. and I just wanted to make sure to comb this all the way out. Honestly guys, these styling videos are a little bit tricky because it's just so much manipulation on my hair, but I am doing it for y'all. Then I go ahead and I braid all the way down. You guys are going to see that I'm doing all these braids straight down the middle, even the side braids. I'm really trying to focus them in more towards the center, as opposed to the first set of braids we did where I push the braid closer to the front of my head. The placement of your braid actually matters a lot. It really would change the hairstyle if I decided to push this braid closer to the perimeter rather than the center. So if you really want to play around with hairstyles, then I would consider playing around with your braid positioning. Maybe you guys like this inspo, but you prefer to have your braids closer to the perimeter. It's completely up to you. I think that hairstyling should be fun, it should be creative, and you should really figure out what works best for your face. Then I went ahead and I put all of this into a ponytail, and I kind of just puffed it out. I guess for our natural hair girlies, we call it a puff and not a ponytail. And I decided that I wanted to style this hairstyle with a bandana. I was getting a little bit of frizzies in the front, and I have been really trying not to use as much gel. So as you guys notice, I did not use any gel in these hairstyles. My hair is pretty greasy just because it's pretty old at this point, so it has a lot of oil in it, and I really try and avoid gel as much as possible, especially for school. You're going to be styling your hair probably quite often. You won't have as much time to wash gel out, especially if you are a type 4 girly. So I try and do as many styles that don't incorporate heavy gels as possible. But this is the final look, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see y'all in the next one.